Fair 2015. I'm here with Pierre from Mezco. They have a lot of neat things that we're going to take a look at. Things that I'm definitely interested in. You see in the background here, we got Judge Dredd. That's one of my favorite. Right here, we got the 112 regular version of the Dark Knight, 32 points articulation. This thing is awesome. If you have the chance, you need to get one. Pierre, can you show us what you have going on for 2015?
Absolutely, yeah. Welcome, first of all, welcome to Toy Fair, welcome to Mezco. As you saw, we've got 112 Dark Knight Batman. The one you saw there was the black and gray version, which is regular retail release. That would be this guy. We've also got a light blue and gray one, which is exclusive to previews, Diamond, which is Previews magazine. We've also got a dark blue and gray one, which is exclusive to MezcoToys.com. At Toy Fair here 2015, we've unveiled the Mutant Leader, who's Batman's arch nemesis from at least one of the books in the Dark Knight miniseries. I don't have any release information on him yet, but he will be the same price point as Batman, so roughly $65, $65 to $80, depending where you get him from. He'll come with a bunch of accessories, interchangeable hands and heads. 112 is really our attempt to get all the bells and whistles and high-end collector aesthetic of a 12-inch figure down into a 6-inch figure at a third of the cost. So first up we have Batman, obviously, and then we have Judge Dredd, which you guys will see in a second. And then Mutant Leader probably after that. And we've got a bunch of other figures in development, nothing I can talk about at the moment. But over the course of this year and for the foreseeable future, we'll be rolling these guys out quarterly, I would say. Maybe even more than that. We'll have many, many figures out every year. So get your wallets ready. Over here is Living Dead Dolls. This is our in-house brand. It's our 17th year running LDD. So on the top shelf you're seeing our tease for LDD Oz, which is our take on the Oz fairy tale. The tagline for this line is "We're off to kill the wizard." To the right of him is LDD Creature, based on, of course, the classic Universal monster. Next to that is Good Guy Chucky, which is we did a scarred version of Chucky last year as an LDD, and now this is the good guy version before he becomes scarred up, obviously, and very, very evil. We've also got stylized Chucky over here on the left side, which we did originally last year. We're re-releasing him this year because he did very well for us. We're also working on a good guy version of that stylized figure, as well as 4-inch clip-on, 2-inch Mezits. And we're also re-releasing our 15-inch scarred up Chucky and good guy Chucky, both of whom talk. These two will come with different sound chips than they came with last time. So even if you own these already, there's some added value to getting them again if you choose to do that. Below that is early development on Beetlejuice. We've got a 9-inch stylized figure, as well as 2-inch Mezits and some plush. And on the case next to that, we've got LDD Series 29, Annabelle, based on the Annabelle movie from The Conjuring. LDD Kiss of Death, which is kind of like our Valentine's Day LDD. And then below that is a Roto Plush Mother from Psycho. Then over here we've got our Mortal Kombat offering. So on the left side on the top shelf you're seeing Series 1, which is Raiden, Sub-Zero, and Scorpion. As you can see, they're going to come with a bunch of accessories and interchangeable hands. They are very well articulated, lots of ball joints. And as a fan of action figures, that makes me very happy. Series 2 is to the right of that. You're seeing Katana, Kotal Khan, and Quan Chi. All of these designs based on their appearance from Mortal Kombat X, which comes out a little later in the year. Below that on the second shelf is Series 1 of our 4-inch figures, which will have the same articulation as the 6-inch versions. So it'll make all you Star Wars and G.I. Joe collectors very happy. It's the same scale in any case. Behind that you're seeing very early development on 12-inch figures, which will most likely be Roto, kind of like our Thundercats figures. They've got 2-inch Mezits as well, and plush and bobbleheads. Below that we're teasing Gigantor, based on the classic cartoon from the 60s. This one will be 2 feet tall, and most likely Rotocast. Over here is a continuation of our DC and Warner Brothers line of 2-inch Mezits. We've got both Batman, the '89 film with the Batmobile and the Keaton Batman, as well as Batman Returns with the Penguin, Catwoman, and Batman once again. 2-inch Mezits for the Flash and Captain Cold, as well as early concept for Green Arrow and Deathstroke. Below that are previous releases from our 2-inch Mezco line, including 1966 Batman and New 52 DC. Below that is our the first release in our well, I should say it is our Bugs Bunny release. It's going to be 2 feet tall, so you're seeing it here just about in scale. It'll be roto, I believe. It will be articulated, but not very articulated. So it'll have a ball-jointed neck and shoulders, and probably twist joints on the wrists, hips, and ankles. On the very bottom shelf, we're seeing our first Thundercat release, which is Lion-O, in our 14-inch line. That was several years back, and throughout the years, we've almost completed the main line of core characters. What you're seeing to the right of that is Tigra, who is really the last core character of the main group. Not counting, of course, Wile E. Kit and Wile E. Cat. But if we can get Tigra done, I will feel like we've done a very good job completing the core group. Next to that, obviously, is a continuation of our Breaking Bad line. Better Call Saul just debuted this past week, and it was a great show, which has been very good for our Breaking Bad line overall. So we're continuing Breaking Bad, as I said, with a 12-inch Heisenberg figure, as well as a 6-inch Saul figure that comes out in early summer, and Gus figure, which is out now, along with the blown-up version of Gus, which is exclusive to Entertainment Earth. On the shelf below that, you're seeing very early concepts for the continuation of the 6-inch line, with Walter White in his underwear from Episode 1, Series 1, as well as Mike and Jesse in street clothes. Previously, we'd only done Jesse in the hazmat, so this will be something that can go along with the Heisenberg figure. Below that, you're seeing the previous releases in our Breaking Bad line, the bobbleheads, the plush, and the pink teddy bear. To the right of that is Sons of Anarchy. Top shelf over here is the figures that are coming out next, which is Opie and Gemma. They'll be out in March. And then in the summer, we've got both a 12-inch Jax as well as a 6-inch updated Jax. We have Jax in Series 1. This is a brand new sculpt, an all-new figure. And then below that is just previous releases of Sons of Anarchy, Series 1, as well as the bobbleheads. And then once again, more Breaking Bad below that. And then to round out the show this year is 112 Judge Dredd. So we showed him in New York Comic-Con last year. Here you're seeing him with the Lawmaster, which we're still in the early stages of developing. So we're trying to figure out what exactly will be in this monster of machine in terms of lights and sounds, accessories, and that kind of detail that we want people to expect high-end quality when it comes to 112. So that is our goal. Every time we say 112, we want people to assume it's going to come with a ton of accessories, a bunch of playability, and high quality. So thank you guys once again for coming by Toy Fair 2015, Mezco Toys. It's been a pleasure having you guys. I hope you enjoy what you see.